What's up, guys? The countdown to Rise of Skywalker is on, and man, is there a lot of Star Wars content coming our way. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe for your regular dose of positivity on things that a lot of people think suck. Speaking of which, Star Wars Resistance is back! However, if you were like me and stuck with the show throughout the first season, you were probably at very least even a little bit delighted. I was a lot delighted. Despite the overly kid-friendly tone that the show drew heavy criticism for, I love the way that the show recontextualized the destruction of Hosni and Prime by adding some emotional weight to the whole thing. This is one of my biggest gripes with The Force Awakens. Mass explosion of the New Republic, and we haven't even become attached to it yet. So the first episode of Season 2 of Resistance aired way back at Star Wars Celebration, but we got a proper airing of it on Sunday, October 6th. Now, there were some awesome moments where we saw development in Tam, or should I say DT-533's story as she joins the First Order and commits to helping them track down the Colossus. There's a great moment where we saw her essentially cementing her loyalties to the First Order. I found this plot to be the most interesting in this episode, like I do whenever the First Order is involved in the show. Having said that, overall this episode didn't really propel the overall plot of this show forward by that much. The main plot involved the rest of the crew attempting to re-establish artificial gravity on the Colossus, so Kaz, Niku, and Tora get a little bit of character development, but it felt weird that Kaz was back to his normal goofy self, knowing his family may or may not have just been exploded by Starkiller Base. There were some genuinely funny moments of Niku roaming the dark halls of the Colossus with an evil ball droid that was lurking around, trying to send a signal to the First Order, and I think this may have been the first time I actually laughed out loud at this show, and didn't feel like a child for doing so. So overall, this episode set the stage for the season without really giving any major developments, and I'm thinking that that was probably its purpose. It does a good job of catching people up on the events from the first season, while building anticipation of the bigger conflict that's sure to come throughout the remainder of the season. If you're new to the show, I can't say this episode will probably hook you, but stick around because based on the trailer, things are about to get real Kylo Ren up in here real quick.